like to do? I like to start up businesses and build businesses that create jobs and employ people. And I'm going to repeat it. Create jobs and employ people. I've been successful, and I'm not ashamed of my success. I started my career over 40 years ago, and it's taken a lot of hard work and risk. Success just doesn't happen, and many of you in this room can relate. Having served in the Senate for almost 7 months, it's crystal clear to me that there's not a single person in the House or Senate that has my extensive business experience and knowledge of how the real world operates. In my short time in the Senate, my name's been in the newspaper continuously. Good news articles, bad ones. I've been on TV, I'm on the internet, because I'm not a status quo person. I'm a disruptor. Every business turnaround has required disruption. I love it when someone says, we've always done it that way, and trust me, I don't have any that work for me in my companies. I love, excuse me, and again, on the Senate floor, I've broken the rules 3 times so far. There's a business management turnaround book that was published in 1999. It's called First Break All the Rules. People said Wagner's style won't work in Harrisburg. He's abused or he's abrasive and he's outspoken. Well, let me be clear. I'm not a status quo guy. I intend to be a senator who will be disruptive. I'm going to break the rules, but with professionalism, a strategy, style, and class. I already have a career. I'm a leader. I'm a strategist. I'm a visionary, and I'm a team builder. And most important, I am not and will not be owned by lobbyists, special interest groups, Senate leadership, and a corrupt system. I pledge to 2 4-year terms in the Senate. It's not my goal to become a career politician. I am a very dangerous person to a lot of people who live on the system in Harrisburg. We have a lot of things that are simply outdated and broken and need fixed. Let me repeat, I'm not a status quo person. So, this is not good. So if you want a senator to go to Harrisburg to make Pennsylvania a better, more competitive state, Pennsylvanians have good sustaining jobs, and Pennsylvania is a better place to live and prosper, then I ask for your vote. Thank you.
Constructive disruption and news disruption, and I intend to go up there with constructive disruption. Disruption of good ideas. You know, sometimes people make a lot of noise because they're running in circles or they're not running in the right direction. I'd like to go up there and I will quietly but persistently fight for important things. Restoring state funding for education, because that's what our whole society is based on. It's the greatness of our country. That's opportunity for our kids and for our teachers. Creating good jobs, and yes, small businessmen are the job creators. That's one reason I want to see corporations pay a fair share, because if you're a small businessman, how do you compete with corporations that can take advantage of these loopholes? They have lobbyists and lawyers, and they also now get grants. $30 million for Comcast to build a skyscraper in Philadelphia. And then we have to get a handle on our property taxes, and we do that with good ideas, looking at what works, doing the fair thing. It really does come down to what are your values. A lot of what I hear about Harrisburg is we have problems with the budget because we're giving these tax breaks to our friends, and middle class and workers, you have to pay more, or you have to get less. We do have most of the school districts in our state, and many of the school districts here in the 20th district are cutting teachers, they're cutting programs. We have a problem. We have 20% of our workers who get less than the inflation-adjusted minimum wage of 1968. Inflation-adjusted minimum wage for 1968 would be $10.94. You can't raise a family on that. You can't get ahead on that. That's the kind of thing that I want to go and fight for. So if I'm going to go up and break the Senate rules, it's going to be to get that 10-10 minimum wage. And it's not going to be making enemies out of teachers' unions or out of workers. The prevailing wage is the prevailing wage. It's not the highest wage. We have got to have faith with our workers. We have to respect what they do. And then really concentrate on what makes America great. And that is working together, providing opportunity to have a good job,